He's a rock and roll icon, famous for his high-energy stage antics and that signature scream. Well, tonight, the Steven Tyler you don't know, surprisingly candid about why he was never a fan of American Idol until he became a judge, and the mistake for which he most judges himself. He opens up to Matt Lauer, who started by asking Tyler about the title of his new memoir.
I'm going to start with the title because it's the first thing that caught my attention. Does the noise in my head bother you? What's the noise in your head?
Okay, it goes like this. Or it could go like this. Yeah. Sit a spell, it'll take about an hour. I tell you all the story about me and Matt Lauer. I can't even love. No, we'll leave it at that. Because that'll be all over.
Is that there constantly?
Pretty much.
Yeah?
Now, it's time.
Take a listen to the noise in Steven Tyler's head these days, and you may hear something surprising. The softer side that he says comes with age and experience.
You write in the book, you say you're 63 years old, and it took you until the age of 60 to realize you didn't know anything. And that's okay.
Oh, you know, and that's the best part of not knowing something. When you realize it's okay, that's when you reap the rewards. This is the place that dreams are made of.
We visited Tyler at home in Los Angeles to talk about his improbable journey. From 40 years as Aerosmith frontman to his current spot at center stage. That's the story told in his new book out this week, a rock and roll memoir with plenty of sex and so much drugs, you have to wonder how he kept track of it all.
I must admit, of all the things I ever lost, I miss my mind the most. But when it comes back strong, Matt. Come on now.
Long before he was Steven Tyler, the rock star, young Steven Tallarico dreamed of being famous. And his striking resemblance to that other big-lipped singer didn't hurt.
There were a lot of comparisons to Mick Jagger. And at times, you capitalized on it in some ways. You picked up the accent.
I grew my lips bigger.
And you even pretended you'd go around trying to pass yourself off as his brother, Chris.
They said, my God, you look like Mick Jagger. I said, oh, I'm his brother. And we'd go see them play and wait for them at the hotel in a car. And kids jumped on the car and smashed the windshield and banged on the top.
They thought you were the star.
They thought I was. Yeah. And I got that feeling of, what if?
But it was another 60s legend that Tyler says he modeled his stage persona after, Janis Joplin. He calls her Saint Janis.
The people throughout history who said, yeah, Steven Tyler took a lot of his inspiration from Mick Jagger. No, you admit in the book that it was a female rocker and it was Janis Joplin. Why her?
Because she was what she was. And she came along and, oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? And my voice is all crackly and rasped out like hers, you know, and it's like, it's what I wanted to be.
So scarves on the mic stand, the signature Tyler scream. Thank Janis Joplin for that. But the song that has defined Tyler's life and career more than any other, he wrote himself. He says, Dream On came to him like a piece of divine inspiration some 37 years ago.
And think of the lyrics of that song. That is a song about a guy looking back over the vast terrain of his life. Really. And here you are, this 26-year-old kid. It seems like it couldn't come from you. Tell me about that song.
Well, I wrote that song, and I'm sitting up at the barn, and it's like, you know, I'm loving that melodic stuff. Just like it's going through me. And I don't know where that came from. Every time that I look in the mirror, what? All these lines on my face getting clearer. Here's the best part. The past is gone. It when my like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody got their dues in line to pay. It's just, it was that melody which told my mouth, which touched something in my brain that made my mouth sing that. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm
Do you have
hearing,
a lighter, matches I could hold up? Come on, I want more.
But you see what I mean?
But where did the experience come from? Because it's a song of experience, a song of having been there, and you were only 26.
Lived and learned it from fools and from sages. I read the word of sages in one of the books I was reading back when I first started smoking pot. Then again, on the other side of it, I don't know where the hell those lyrics came from.
He may not have had much life experience when he wrote Dream On, but Tyler was about to get it. His memoir chronicles a career full of loss and redemption and details his long battle with addiction. Even by rock and roll standards, back in the day, Aerosmith was a hard partying band.
You guys would put in your contract, there had to be a place on stage, a little cubby where you guys could go during the concert, go in and snort coke. I mean, you actually budgeted for cocaine. I think you called it, what, 24-track tape or something like that?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, was there no one around who raised their hand at that point and said, guys, this is going to come back to haunt us at some point?
Absolutely not. Managers didn't care.